Rose between two thorns.
Is this live now?
We are live now.
Oh, we're live.
Catches us every time, doesn't she? Good morning, everybody. We have collared Simon today. He was walking down the street.
I'm Nick standing.
We said, come in, yeah, because Nick's not here today.
If you know how highly Nick is regarded in this shop, I'm deeply honoured that I am a Nick standing. Because he's not here, is he?
Well,
where is he?
You're paid for your gushing.
Yes,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna ooh and ah. She's
Yes.
got a lot of new stock. And I keep saying, what's that? She said, don't look until we're live. And then you can comment. So
Morning, Lynn. I've got nothing. How do I do that? How do I do it? Blah, 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 what?
You want to look at your messages?
Where?
No, not
Fifi's Fancy Furniture. There's nothing coming on saying it's live.
Are you in
I
Fifi's
don't
Fancy
know.
Furniture?
Let's go into it.
Hang on. Facebook.
Please,
Just
talk
talk
amongst yourselves. Normal service will be resumed.
You'll see it in the feed. Just go back to the feed.
No, that's not it.
No, that's not it.
That's
Choose
not
to get
it.
into your
Oh
business.
my God.
There's nothing coming up. Yes, I am in my business page.
Oh,
Look,
there you go.
there it is. There it is.
Go
Right, what do I
live.
do now?
Click in it. Click into it.
Click into it.
Oh my God.
Turn the volume
Simon
down.
planned it.
Turn the volume
Turn the
down.
volume down. Oh my goodness.
I thought you
sorry.
were an IT
Morning,
whiz.
Pammy.
Sorry, well, I said to her, just read the comments. How hard can it
Don't
be?
make me do anything else. I've already been here since 6 o'clock this morning doing God knows what else.
Oh my God.
So we haven't got Nick today, so I'll probably fall to pieces because he is my prompt and he sorts everything out for me. And Simon is standing in, and I've kept him out of the
Nick.
shop all week because he can come in and do lots of ooh and ahhing
Right.
Honey, what are
noises.
you doing?
Morning, gang. Morning, Pammy.
He's chewing something.
Morning,
Kathy,
Pammy.
Alexander. Hello, my darling.
He's
He's
got
just
some.
chewing a little bit of.
Pammy is my
Something like
nemesis because she buys everything that I want. Don't you, Pammy? Not any longer. I'm here with a big checkbook.
So I've got some questions from the interviewer today. I've
Oh.
got
Oh God.
questions
Oh my
to ask
God.
Fifi as
Oh,
we
we
go
only have a
live.
therapy session.
No, it's not therapy. It's just
I
a
dread
question.
to think. I don't know
You can
anything
be
about
the
this.
interviewer.
What was Fifi's first love, and how does she feel?
Oh.
No, it doesn't say that. Just made that up.
Start.
Such a liar.
I thought to myself, oh my God.
How would she rate herself as a lover from 1
Shut
to 10?
up. Oh my God.
10.
It's a bit early on a Friday morning for that.
I just need to get my coffee.
You wrote the question.
I did not write that question. Sorry, there's interference
Oh,
between
dear.
the page and the
Oh
mouse.
dear, yes.
Always.
And the other thing as well is we have actually got so much stock in the shop at the moment that it's a difficult job to know quite where to start. So I kind of think that we'll just walk round and point at things and I'll just call out prices. So it might be a bit boring, but we have been shopping. Naughty Simon, Pammy's saying. Here he is, Pammy. He's a big load of trouble. Julie, morning, Julie, my darling. It's lovely to know you're all there. Yes, I mean, what are these
Question
questions?
Oh, question 1. How would you rate yourself from 1 to 10?
Oh,
no.
God.
Oh,
Such a
how
liar.
how does Fifi find new and unique pieces to add to her shop's
Well,
inventory?
I go all over the country, basically, to auctions and giant flea fairs and house clearances and dealers. And because I've been trading now for 7 years, yeah, I keep forgetting that. I'm talking to him, it's making the camera to be there.
She can't stop looking
No,
at me, obviously.
can't do two things in one go. Morning, Andrew. Morning to us all from Julie Twos. Morning, Julie.
Morning, Julie.
Yes, so I just have got. I've been in trading now for 7 years, so people know me now and they know the sort of quirky things I like. So I'm lucky to get a lot of people coming to see me and ask me if I'd be interested in things. And of course, if it's really, really wacky and quirky, the more I like it. So I did go on a big buying trip on Easter Monday with Nick, and we bought back a load of stuff, and then there was a house clearance and we bought lots of stuff from that as well. So
And I think
We've
it
got
should
lots.
be said that when you think about, Fifi has to do all those hours on the road, there's all the costs and overheads concerned with that, not to mention the hours, the labour hours involved in sourcing those things and then hauling them back, bringing them out of the van, categorising them, labelling them, stock numbering them and processing them, and all
Yes.
of that work that goes in the
know.
background.
I must still
And
try
when
and
you
get a
pick
phone
up
with
an
this down.
object
I
and
still
say,
say, what's the best price?
what's the best price? I'm like, I'm going to add 50% just because
Yes.
it was me that got up at 4 o'clock in the morning and went and found them.
yes, there is a lot that
That's
goes
my
on
little
behind the
rant.
scenes, and I
Sauce.
appreciate you actually
Sauce.
appreciating that I do all those
You
things,
can
because
worry about
everybody
my
sees
mouth.
the front bit, which is the sort of like meet and greet in the shop and show people around, and what they don't see with all the grot and the unearthly hours and everything else that goes on behind the scenes. But anyway, we survive and we love it.
If anyone's interested, I want to do a day in the life of, and I might trail around behind her with the camera. If anyone's interested, you can see her without her makeup on.
Fifi, I take my hat off to you going to all these auctions, etc. Thank you, Pammy. Yes, it's full on, but you know me, I love to get amongst it.
She's swaying because she's actually having a mental breakdown.
Yes. I am actually feeling like I'm about to have a mental breakdown.
And she's got gin and tonic in that cup.
Oh, God, yes.
How often do you go to these things?
P.S. I'm in bed drinking coffee, watching you this morning. Oh, Pam, I just... God, I'd love to be in bed watching me
with her
drinking coffee. Yeah, with you. We'd have such a laugh.
How often do you buy things yourself when you go to these things?
I don't really very often, because what I do is anything that I absolutely love and must have, I have it in my own house for 2 or 3 months, sometimes 6 months. And if I really love it, it might be there for a year. And then when I find something else, I bring it to the shop and swap it over. So I get the best of both worlds. Morning, Max. So it's really nice that I can enjoy some of the things at home, and then of course I bring them to the shop and I enjoy them in the shop, and then when somebody comes in and buys it and I know that they absolutely love it, then that brings me joy as well, so I'm very lucky.
Have you ever seen something come around where you sold it and then it comes back to you in some way?
Only from you, Simon.
I've never, it's a no. I haven't actually.
These little questions, I'm feeling very nervous. What is the next question?
What's the next question? What are some of Fifi's favourite trends in vintage furniture right now?
Ah,
beautiful
interesting.
handwriting. Yeah.
My favourite. Morning, Nick. Hello, this is Nick. He's
Hello,
checking
Nick.
in on us.
Actual Nick.
We miss you, Nick.
I'm standing in for you, Nick. I'm not worthy.
He's rubbish. He's
I'm
rubbish.
not worthy. I'm really not.
Favourite trends? Well, I guess for me, probably, and everybody says, "Oh, you're so vain." It's nothing to do with that. Is mirrors. I just love mirrors. Beautiful, ornate, massive mirrors, because I just think that they bounce light around the house, and you can never have too many mirrors. So that's,
she loves looking at herself.
and that as well, of course. Not. Especially with wanky hair when you've been in the rain like this morning.
And she's been to the hairdresser. She always goes to the hairdresser the day before the video, and I go the day after the video. It really annoys me.
Purely fluke, that was. So anyway,
I've said to you before, I've bought things from here and absolutely love them, and now I've got them home and thought they look better in Fifi's shop than they look in my place. Which is not a great recommendation, but the point is, this place is gorgeous.
well, thank you, Sam. You're very, very
Established that
devout
before.
customer of mine. Gush, gush.
I have a fetish at the shop. I could just throw myself and rub myself all over it.
Ah!
No, I love it. I really
Weird.
love it. My favourite.
So marking.
Scent marking. Paddy taught me, didn't you, Paddy? Paddy taught me everything I know. I've got another question.
Oh yes, okay.
Sorry, these are your questions, but they're good. They're good. How does Fifi decide on pricing for the vintage pieces in her shop?
I look at it and see what's the most I think I would pay for it, and then add 10%.
Fair.
No, I kind of just look at it and think how unusual it is, whether somebody could get another one very easily or not, and of course if it's fairly rare and it's unlikely that you'd find something like that, then it makes it more expensive.
Do you ever regret and think, I should have charged a bit more for that?
Yes, very often.
I put that too low.
Very often, yeah. It's a fine balance between wanting to have your bread and butter money coming in to keep you alive and keep you afloat and pay the bills, and holding out for something which is a really unusual piece that probably you wouldn't ever see or get another one.
You're
and
not
you just
expensive.
have to do it.
You're not. I mean, you could come in here and buy something, and I shouldn't say this, neighbouring Tetbury, but you go to Tetbury, it would be double.
Oh, yeah.
Going to London, it would be travel 4 times.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, particularly on the big furniture items, I think.
Very much so. So we try to keep our prices very reasonable. And if I buy something in at a reasonable price, then I'll always pass it on at a reasonable price, because everybody wins that way. And if you are good with your pricing, then people will obviously come back. So that's what I try and do.
So I'll give her a commercial break for a moment.
Yes.
And say this video gets uploaded directly afterwards onto the YouTube channel, which we're trying to build up for Fifi. So if you can go and like and share and comment and subscribe to her YouTube channel, that'd be awesome.
Yes, thank you so much. And big shout out to my sister. She is shit hot at sorting all that stuff out. If it was left to me, it wouldn't happen.
Well, I'd like you to be doing a lot more, but I have to go along at this pace.
Oh, I know. She did write me the other day and said that she wants to do a one-on-one, asking me some very deep questions about life in general and the life of Fifi and everything like that, which has positively horrified me, but she'll probably make me do it, won't you?
I'll pay good money to watch it.
I don't quite know how in-depth it's going to be, but, you know, we'll
I'll buy
see.
a ticket. Just put a price on it and add 10%. You've got your ticket price.
Right, let's go and have a walk round because there is an awful lot to show everybody. And of course Nick isn't here as my prompt to remind me of what we've bought and what's here. So if anybody sees anything...
You can tell you're slightly anxious about
I
it.
am. He's my yum-yum. I mean, he's my yum-yum. He helps sort things out for me.
Every needs a lick.
Susan Laidler, our lovely cousin's watching.
Oh,
Hello, Susie.
cousin.
How are you doing, my darling? I remember you when you were so little. You couldn't even speak properly. And we looked after you for 2 weeks while your mum and dad went away on holiday, and you were so cute. I expect you still are. I haven't seen you for ages, but I'm sure you are. Right, so, Symes.
Yes.
What about if you hold that and you can read comments as well? Because then I can
I'll
use
do
hands
that.
to show people these. Look, this I couldn't resist. This is like a little miniature bucket, $11.95, little vintage bucket. I've got 4 of them. And it's really weighty. It's got the Braxton weight.
Is it actually old, or is it made?
I think it is a little old bucket. I've got 4 of them.
Yeah.
And I just thought they'd look beautiful with a little...
Gosh, that's cheap.
Yeah, $11.95, and I thought they'd
Why is
look
that?
great with a little plant in them.
So if you've got a
4
small
of them.
bucket list, that's the
A small bucket list, perfect for you. Well said, Ginger. This is unusual. We have this. A solid pine, heavy, beautifully identical to the real thing, anvil. So any blacksmith...
Mike Wingert?
Yeah, Michael J.
watching.
Wingert.
He's
Hello,
watching.
Mike. Nice to see you or know you're there. Big supporter of ours.
Sarah
We
says
appreciate
hi,
it.
Auntie Fifi.
Oh, Sarah. Hello, my darling.
probably Pippa.
Oh, let's just put this one round here as well. We've got a flying pig. Anybody like flying pigs?
Fantastic.
This one is £55, very heavy, made in Barber's doorstop. Got a bit of wax on it. Somebody's obviously used it near some candles, but anyway, it's beautiful. I love it.
That's what Fifi references when I say, can you do a better price? She said, yeah, pigs might fly. So she's actually found one.
I've now got one to show you. Hold on,
there you go.
you. The solid pine anvil's 135. I think we might have a few farriers at
And
places
take
in that.
a breath. Just do a
And
zen.
calm down. I'm just very aware that people have a life to get on with, and I'm sort of thinking, let's just get round them.
No, I don't like it when you shortchange. I like a good long bulletin.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Don't make it too short.
Long and slow.
Yeah. You're very fruity this morning, Fifi. It's obviously
It's nerves.
been a week. Elephant.
This is an elephant shelf, like a corbel really, $34.95, very heavy, made from oak, and it's got the hanging things on the back, and I just thought that was a little bit different, a bit unusual. Nice. And then because we've got the C word coming up, coronation, I struggle with that, I don't know why. I've got some lovely old tins, some really lovely vintage old tins here, $8.95, lovely and worn.
You love that.
I don't even know who these are. Isn't that terrible? My
Albert
history
and
is...
Victoria.
So it is. Well
Is
done,
it?
Ginge. I think it
Edward
is.
and
I thought you were a royalist. You're quite royalist.
Well, I
The
am,
only
but
one.
it's just rubbish with history. I mean,
Make up some names.
I'm in the wrong business reading
Give
things
us
like
a
that.
thumbs up if you're a cousin and you're watching.
Oh, should we look at these messages?
Yes, this little tin as well. This is also well. This has got Queen Elizabeth, our late Queen, on there. That's $6.95.
That's beautiful.
And
the way
again,
it's
just
aged.
vintage, beautiful tins. And I thought, do you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Which is my coffee, James. That one, isn't it? We had some of these at Christmas, and they were very popular. And I managed to find 2 others in a junky old corner of an antique shop.
Nice.
And I got these 2, $24.95 each.
Karen Helen is watching.
Karen, happy morning,
Karen.
Karen.
Pippa. Sent a
Pippa,
message.
yes. What did Pippa say?
Let me go back in. Hi, Auntie Fifi.
Oh, bless her. We had these garden mirrors in. Nice, tall, slim, elegant, gothic-looking mirrors that lovely at the back of your garden on a garage wall or something. $69.95.
Marla Holton.
Marla?
You might have to scroll up to see comments.
Aileen, that's the Kate Queen's. That's the late Queen's grandfather and grandmother. on that tin that you were trying to work out who it was.
I'm not very good.
Can you go that way? Because I
Sorry. Yeah, so I've got a little frame here which I thought was cute. This is £10.95.
That would look nice with your picture I did of you in it.
It would actually, and I would just take the wire off, and you know me, I'll stick a frame on a wall and put something mad in it. I don't know what, a little skeleton or something.
That's worrying, isn't it?
He's probably under the sofa.
He's under that sofa that he loves.
Yeah, he loves it.
Paddy,
He can't sell those.
Shall I show you this ginge? That's £15.95. And actually, I thought for fellow stockists, how lovely, have this on the wall, and then you can't see your brushes. That didn't work very well at all. Should have tried that earlier. But anyway, a nice little thing to have on the wall, either with a training plant or you can put all sorts of bits and pieces into that. I'll come on to the paint later. We've also got a heavy cast iron metal goose here, which is £35. Make a good doorstop. I'm not used to you being on that big stand, Ginger. It's tricky for you, isn't it? But that's rather lovely. I like that. We've got.
It's quite a sort of animal birdy.
It is at the moment. It has been that way. And we've got this lovely big stone.
Did you see that comment? Sorry, you might need to scroll.
Tony Gardner's watching.
No, above it.
Morning, Tony.
Just scroll.
They go from the bottom, don't they?
Anyway,
it's
whilst
from
you're
Pammy, and she's saying, "Love your Frenchic top, Fifi. Let's see the back."
Yes, look at that.
Yay!
Well said.
Frenchic.
Well said.
And Barbara's got one,
yeah,
and so has Nick. And we all wear our Frenchic tops with pride because they're so comfy to use. If anybody wants one, they can buy them through me. I can't remember what the price is. If Pammy's watching, she'll tell me. But anyway, we can supply them, and they are excellent.
Rebecca Collis and Emma Richards, both watching.
These were nice. These are funny little things. These are £10.95. These little white carved birds, and they've got a little pin there so you can stick them into things, or you can just balance them like that.
Morning feed from Kieran Underwood.
Oh, hello, Kieran. How are you doing, my darling? He's the baker down the road.
Down
Makes
the
those
road.
fantastic malted
baker
breads.
down
I came in, I love these. I sent them all flying.
Yes,
didn't
you
I?
did. And I'm always saying to Sam, "You're so clumsy." He says, "I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean." And
We had a bird massacre within 2
and knocked
seconds
the
of me
whole
coming
lot
in.
over.
What shop is he baker in?
Walker's Bakers. Halfway down the high street.
Of
And they make
Wotton-under-edge.
the most wonderful malted seeded breads and just
We're not
lovely
allowed
stuff.
to eat.
Not really, no.
We
It
get
goes
fat if
straight
we
to
just
your
smell
hips.
it.
Yeah, if you just look at it, it puts on hundreds of calories, but it is lovely. That's my last set of bunting. Double-sided, cotton, 100% cotton, fully washable, gorgeous bunting. It's up there, James, if you want to point that out. There's £10.95. Last one.
Are
So
you
if
going to
you
be
want it, come
closed
and
on
get it.
Coronation Day?
Yes, we are.
What day is it? Saturday, is it?
It's a Saturday, yeah, which is unusual for us. Can I just show you this, Ginge? £89.95.
Wow, that's a
dog
bargain.
statue. It is a bargain, and it's already started to weather nicely. So that's a lovely one for somebody's garden. How about this, Symes? I thought you'd like this one.
I can't go away and I love it.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I think it's going to be hashtag farmers, farm animals,
Oh, it's
etc.
gorgeous.
A heavy cast iron cow, £85.
I'm guessing that was
that's-
probably in a butcher's window, was it, years ago?
Could have been, possibly.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
gorgeous.
mean, it's a brilliant doorstop and very lovely with its
Or
sort
a
of
weight, if
rusted.
you want to do weight training.
Yes.
Lovely. Do you want another question?
Go on then.
What advice would you give to someone who is interested in starting their own vintage shop?
Don't.
No, you don't want the competition.
Not next door. Actually, weirdly, bizarrely, I would love it if there were more of these types of shops in Wotton High Street.
Yeah.
I really miss the antique shop when it went from the corner because it draws people to the area, and it wouldn't matter if we had 6 in a row. We'd all be selling different things at different prices. We'd have our different bents
Make it a
on
real
things.
destination town
Yeah,
for that.
absolutely. So, yeah, I think if you're really dedicated and you're prepared to put in the hours and the dedication and show up when you're supposed to be there, most important, and show up and be enthusiastic. If you can't be enthusiastic and if you're never there when you say you're going to be, your business will last about 90 days.
Have we ever heard how you got into it? I mean, was it just your passion that you wanted to make
I'll tell you that story.
Go on then.
Go on then.
We were driving along in the car one day on an outing, and Fifi whispered in a low voice, "I've got a dream." And I said, "Come on then, tell me what it is." And she wouldn't, and it took me ages to coax her, and she said, "I've got this vision of this amazing shop, and it's all vintagey things and blah blah blah, and it's going to have a huge entranceway and a blazing fire and a wine bar and God knows what." And I said, "All right, then let's just get this thing going."
Yeah, Virginia, I have to say, is the air beneath my wings.
Oh, cry.
I have the ideas and the things, and she sort of makes them happen. She goes along and does all the stuff in the undergrowth that is essential and I'm no good at.
It's only 2% of what happens, though.
Oh no, it's the most important 2%. She sort of makes these things happen and gives me the confidence to do them. And that image that I had, and I told you about way back then, I've still got it, and I'll know it when I see it. And if I've still got any life left, and if I can do it before I'm 70,
20 more years to our lifeline.
If only I could have done this when I was 40.
Sally Leakin.
Oh, hello, Sally. How lovely. Haven't seen
A lot
you
of
for a
people
while,
watching,
Sally.
it's just great.
Yes, it's because you're on, Simon. As soon as
Yes.
that sexy Simon was on,
It
you had the
was.
luge.
It's up in neon lights, so it's like Pammy says Ginger's the best.
Oh,
She is the
thank you.
best. She is.
I agree.
Appreciate that.
Little, what do you call this? Little table candelabra, $34.95. I think this is actually lovely. I love the shape of it. Nice as a centrepiece. It's a little bit too white for me, and I think I would probably get
put some wax on it, wouldn't you?
the gold and the anguilles out,
It's very
and then
clean
I'd get
looking.
a little bit of browning wax.
I
and
think it looked
I'd
lovely on a
transform
lovely
it.
kitchen in the middle of the serving area.
I know what you
would.
do with it though, but you'd kind of give it that
I'd
slightly
give it-
vintagey.
Yes, I'd give it
feel.
more of a bit of a treatment. This is gorgeous.
Lovely bowl.
$38.95, bit of treen. Can't beat a lovely solid wooden bowl. And that just with, it's a small bowl, so it'd be lovely with limes in
Lovely.
it, or lemons, wouldn't it? So that's nice. That's new in this week.
Gosh, there's a lot of new stock, isn't there?
There is loads, and this is where I kind of phase out. And I think, have I told people about this a
That's
lot?
the new elephant in the window.
We've
that
got
Indian
some lovely
elephant,
things.
isn't
If I just stand in the window and just put them out, there's this nice little hanging basket, very pretty. $14.95. There's some more of those little baskets
it?
there.
Love those.
This is really nice. This candelabra, I think this is very stylish. $44.95. We've got a skull here. It's a resin skull, but it looks like real horse
Gosh,
to
that does
me.
look real.
It does, doesn't it? It's incredible. And that's $44.95, and I just kind of like the style of that. If I climb over the chair here, if I can, then in the window I've got this bird with its original paint on, a really primitive sort of cockerel.
Sweet.
Got some real age to that, and I just think he's chunky and
sweet.
gorgeous. That's
Isn't he?
$64.95.
He's lovely. He's really cute.
Isn't he?
Got a lovely pattern, hasn't he?
I
Yeah.
love that. Really nice.
Um,
And
I've
that
also
elephant's sweet as well.
got a little goat here, very primitive little sort of carved goat. A goat or stag? I'm not sure.
You're kidding.
Not sure. 1995.
Sorry, that's my sense of humour. You're kidding.
Very funny.
Didn't
Simon.
get it. I thought it was so
Didn't
obvious.
get me.
Aren't we?
Didn't get it. That's 1995. Very cute. Who loves elephants? We seem to have an awful lot of
love
elephants
that.
at the moment. This I love because it's so colourful.
Gorgeous.
That's $44.95. I just love the colouring on
Yeah,
that.
beautiful.
We have a pineapple. Pineapples, as you all know, is a symbol of welcome and opulence. That's why you had them on gate pillars for beautiful big old houses.
Lovely.
And that's $36.95. And I do love a bit of gold and I love a bit of pineapple.
You're such a good boy.
Also,
such a good
we'll have
boy,
to see it from the
Pepper.
outside, James, unless you can zoom
Stunning.
in on this.
My God, that's bigger than I
This is
thought.
seriously heavy. This is a cast iron horse head, $325. Just super stylish. I just love it in our window. So yeah, I don't know if you can see that properly with me stuck in the way. We've had some nice
Is this a friend of yours, Lord Bryce, who's watching?
Law Bryce, nice to know you're there, Law Bryce. Hello, Paddy, my little baby boy. He's such a good boy.
You've still got chocolate eggs in here.
I know, I keep trying to give them away because of course
You have to walk the other way.
Oh, I've got to walk the other way. Why?
Letters.
Oh,
We
get
just point
through.
out the letters. Here, let's type these up. I did all these letters up for, I painted them up ready for Easter. And the letters we sell normally just in plain MDF, and then you paint them yourself. But I've painted these and I'm going to do them at the same price. So if people want to come in and grab some letters pre-painted and they like this style, then these are $34.95.
Good for summer
Or
parties.
you can order your plain letter. Yeah, that's a nice one. And then they come with some hooks on the back to
Oh,
make it
lovely.
easy to hang up. We've got the stylised rabbit here, or hare. Must be a hare because the ear's that long. And that's on for $44.95. And it's got the little sort of iridescent blue marble for an eye, which is kind of cute.
Can I just say that my dog is very well
He's
behaved.
absolutely amazing. He's only a little baby and he's just the best boy in the world, aren't you, sweetheart? You're such a good
No, I've
boy.
said that. That's going to
You're such a good boy.
hex it,
So
isn't it?
good.
Do you want another ginger question?
Yeah, come on then.
What sets Fifi's shop apart from other vintage furniture shops?
Ooh.
That's difficult for you to answer, isn't
It's
it?
very
I know what it
difficult.
is.
What is it?
Fifi's got a very unique aesthetic, and it's annoying because she'll say, "No, I don't like that." Yes, I like
She's
that.
very instant.
And
Yeah.
You are very
and
instant.
you know immediately that that thing has got to be out of the shop immediately because she won't like it. But then she'll bring something which I think is wacky as mad as anything, and she'll say, "I love this so much, I'm going to have it in the middle of my shop." And you just go, "Okay then."
Is she normally right?
She is, because look at it, it's all great.
I think it's just a weird mixture of things, and I guess that in a way is what makes the shop unique. It's not really got a theme as such, and yet there is a sort of a theme somehow that holds it together. And I don't know
Sorry,
what
I'm
that is.
wobbling,
But anyway,
my hand's hurting, and
There's
I'm
a-
holding a stupid stand because I forgot my stand.
She was drinking before she came.
I'll say the other
It's
thing
no
that
taking,
makes it.
it's no taking offence.
The other thing that makes it unique is that Fifi won't have anything in here that isn't of a perfect working order
yes.
unless otherwise listed. And
All the lights
also,
are tested, aren't they?
Yes.
They're all checked.
the
Yes.
standard of paintwork has to be impeccable, and
Yes.
her level of paintwork is incredible. You can always tell when she's either been tutoring somebody or she's done the work herself. So big up.
Well, I'm sort of like enjoying this morning, getting
I know.
loads of
All
praise.
over
I'm
it.
loving it. And
Jim, do you want me to take over with that? Do you want me to take over for a little while?
No,
With your
it's
arm
fine.
hurting?
I'd
You
rather be
sure?
on this side of the camera.
Thank
Thank you. You're much more eye
whilst
candy.
we are talking about
Thank you very much. Cheeky one.
whilst we're talking about impeccable finishes with paint, it leads us rather nicely into the paint. And I have to thank Pammy for this because during January and February, when the months are really, really quiet and dull, if it hadn't been for the paint, we would have been struggling. And people come in to buy paint to do projects just to keep themselves sane, I think, during those winter months. And of course now it's spring and people are trying to paint all their stuff for their gardens and get things redecorated in the house. The paint has been going ballistic, and the wall paints particularly are just fantastic. And I'm using a lot of wall paints. Come in a bit, Simon.
Yeah, we've got a message here from Gemma Eliza. It's because it's eclectic and a good price range. So she's talking about the shop. So there's something for everyone, including my 12-year-old daughter who loves to come in and buy things.
Oh, bless. That's
There you
just
go.
lovely. Thank you so much. I love it if we can start children young who enjoy eclectic things. And we do get them coming in here, actually.
She doesn't care how young you are, she'll take your money.
Fair games, game on, game on. Let's go downstairs, Paddy. Let's go downstairs and see what we've got down here.
See what Paddy's left for us.
So we've got a very contemporary modern mirror as we come straight down through here.
Oh, mantelpiece mirror.
Yes, it's pretty stonking. It's
Gosh.
$144.95.
Wowzer.
And it's a lot of mirror for the money. And
It's
I
beautiful.
just liked it. I just
love
thought it was
that.
sort of super stylish.
I would have that in my
So-
cottage, but it's bigger than my cottage. It's beautiful. I love
Take
that.
up all the wallroom, wouldn't
Look,
it, Simon?
gorgeous.
I think we should do a live from Simon's cottage one of these
Oh,
days
yes.
because that would be fantastic.
Well, I know I'll just put prices and everything. It's not business of my own. Because it's all come from your shop.
What about this little darling mirror? This one is
It
$31.95.
looks better when you look at it. Or when I look
I
at
don't
it.
know about that,
No,
Simon.
it really does.
And it's got the beveled edge, and it's just a very, very pretty little thing. He just loves it under those sofas.
I think it's
doesn't
the
it?
scratchy queer carpet
He just
scratching his
loves it.
belly.
So that's a really nice little mirror there. Lovely if you have a wall of mirrors. A couple of little things here, like these little frames, $10.95, just a little bit different. Elephants again.
Is that new?
Yeah, this is
Wow.
new in. This is an elephant dish, and
Well,
I
that's good
thought
value.
that at $34.95.
Oh,
What a
gosh.
great price.
In the middle of your lovely kitchen table filled with
Isn't that
fruit
gorgeous?
would be a
Is that
bit
wood?
super. Yes, it's wood.
You're charging enough for that.
Probably
No, she's
not,
not.
Simon.
Back to my original question.
Probably
where-
not.
Easily twice as much, Phoebe.
Yeah, that's
However,
amazing.
you see, the thing is as well, if I get it at a good price, I can pass it on at a good price.
Amazing.
Don't forget, you've got all the overheads and all the
Yes,
travelling costs and blah,
that's
blah, blah,
true.
blah.
That's true.
Your time.
But, you know, we try and get a balance somewhere between the two.
Love
This I thought was gorgeous. $345.
Lovely.
beautiful old pine chest of drawers, and it beautifully weathered. And look at the dovetails on the top where it's been joined. A most sort of unusual, old style, well made unit, which I think is just beautiful. So if you're into your old pine, you'll love that. Usual bits and pieces. The great big blue bookcase is gone.
It's gone.
Yes, it's gone. It's gone to its new home.
Where's that?
We sold the purple wardrobe as well yesterday. Yes, they can't pick it up until they move into the new home. But I said, well, it's not doing us any problems in the corner there, so we've kept the baby.
Which are contrary to normal methods of selling it. You want it out of the shop immediately. Yes. Well, so occasionally she'll make a concession on that, but normally she's pulling her hair out because she hasn't got enough room for anything.
Enough space, but that one doesn't take up too much space.
So
and
unusual.
Actually, it's a bit unusual.
You'll never
really
find
like
another one, right? You'll never find another one.
We've got a beautiful vintage mannequin here, which was on for £184.95. It's now reduced to £145. Really raggedy and sort of stained and old, and would just look so elegant in the corner of somebody's bedroom or dressing room. I think that one will go very soon. I love it. And then we've got this. Simon, you saw this.
I really wanted to see this. Wow.
Isn't it lovely?
Oh my gosh.
We're just waiting for it to adapt to its new surroundings because it's wood, and wood will adjust with the different moisture content. So this will settle after about a week.
Wow.
And this is just what is solid. Isn't that fantastic?
It looks like it's come out of a Tudor castle.
It does a bit, doesn't it?
It's stunning.
And it's got sort of multi-purpose uses really, because you've got a bar in there, rail in there, which can come out, and these shelves are adjustable. So you could have it just as hanging, or you could have it as a drinks cabinet.
It's one of the things, you know, I said to you sometimes, you see it on Insta.
It doesn't do it justice,
You have
does
to
it?
see it.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
It's just wonderful, and these big heavy doors lift off.
I love it.
To make it slightly easier to manoeuvre. It is seriously heavy.
Is it?
But it's a beautiful thing. At the moment, what we're doing is we just close those like that. I think they look like little food dogs.
Are they gorgeous?
Aren't they nice? Really chunky, and all this beautiful rusted,
That's so unusual.
just metal embellishments,
I'll
which are.
happily part with that.
It's going to be hard. I do love that one.
You
I have
would
to
love that
say.
at home, wouldn't you?
Look,
Yeah.
Paddy loves it as well.
And as we sort of, you know, it just needs a little bit of a buffer, a bit of a clean, and that's going to look fantastic.
I've never, that's one of the most unusual things you ever had.
And how much is this one on for? I've forgotten.
Nick,
well,
how much is it on
I've
for,
got
Nick?
the
I'm going
on
to take
for
it,
it.
so I think it's about 120.
In your dreams.
I'll have it at 120.
I think it was 685, 695.
Where's
I
Nick
thought
when
it
you
was-
need
I thought
him?
it
Yeah, where's Nick when you need him? Nick?
585, 590.
I can't remember, but anyway, we put it onto our Insta page and Facebook page, or you can telephone me and I'll tell you. I should know that, but I just
You could have that in
can't.
a bedroom, but you could have that in a kitchen.
Easily, you could use it as a sort of a storage, a larger storage thing. This has got the Braxton weight, as Nick would say, very heavy.
Yes, Nick's saying
What's
685.
Braxton weight?
685, look at that. Nick's not even here and he's telling me it's 685.
685?
Yeah, thanks Nick.
Yeah.
Beautiful piece of kit that for the money. Absolutely lovely.
Love it.
This is on for £32.95. Really, really heavy plant display pot. Love that. There's another one somewhere. This came in a week or so ago. It was a ginger jar, would have been a ginger jar, and somebody's put a hole through the bottom and a hole through the top. And my guess is that was to turn it into making it into a lamp. So if somebody wanted to have a go at doing that, it's only £12.95, and they can have a go for next to no money. Oops, didn't put that there. Still got this. I'm amazed we've still got this. 235. This beautiful industrial, extremely heavy table with a ratchet handle, so you can raise it up. It comes up to about here, and it goes down a little bit lower than that as well. Just a lovely thing to have in the corner of your garden, or indeed your house. I would have that indoors, wouldn't you, Simon?
It's gorgeous. How does Nick remember the prices of things when he's at home?
He's just supersonic. He's got a great mind for remembering all the stuff that I just can't remember. Shall I show you these? We've got 3 left of these. These are vintage Afghan
I've got one
wooden
of those.
spoons.
I've got one of those.
£4.50. And
Lovely.
do you know what they were designed for? If you open your mouth, I'll demonstrate.
Feeding
These were
feeding
for
children.
feeding medication to animals. And they've got the nice wide
Oh,
thing
lovely.
to put on the back of the tongue to push the tongue down. and that in there to stop them from actually biting on your fingers.
So I got one from you, and I've got it hanging from a beam in my kitchen. It just looks great.
They do. They're lovely, aren't they? Nice little potters in as well. Dear little trug, and that's $14.95.
Like that.
So we've got a shop full of itsy bitsy things. I've got a lovely long tom up here. This one is from the Royal Kew Botanical Gardens. That is $17.95. Really rather nice colour.
And it's important to say that their prices are there's something for everyone.
There is. We've got everything from £3
from a few pounds upwards. Yeah.
Yeah, we have. We've got lots of range of prices. These little posy jugs that I bought in, I mean they're milk jugs or cream jugs, but I thought they looked pretty with wild flowers in them. $12.95 each. Just a pretty little shape.
I've got another question for you.
Oh yes.
What are some of your favourite pieces in the shop and why at the moment?
Favourite pieces?
It's got to be duck covered. One of them.
Yeah, well, new things in, yes, the wardrobe. I can show you something which everybody thinks I'm slightly weird over, but I do love it. It's this trifold screen.
Yeah.
Made by a designer, a localish designer, and based on the film The Gladiator. And these are aluminium spikes, all handmade. And I just think it's really beautiful. The idea is that you're protected from the outside.
Aren't
they are soft.
Yeah.
They look like they might be menacing.
Should we stop doing that? It looks so wrong.
A bit weird.
Papa's night on a Friday morning.
Actually, I've done that. It's like, ooh,
Can't stop.
No, it's fine, isn't it?
Alright, cut. Let's move on.
But I think that is really, really lovely. And
Can't
that's
get
on
pleasure at Fifi's.
I'm
That is
cutting
on
away from the scene.
$5.95.
That's a bowl of fruits. It's slightly erotic, I think.
That's
Oh God!
So, yeah, we've got this giant trug here, which I think is fantastic, beautifully weathered. Don't quite know where you'd put it or what you'd use it for, but I just loved it. And
I
it's
would
on
take a
for
bath in that.
145.
Is it water? Is it
I
waterproof?
I think a lot of
Probably
the
isn't.
things here would be good for display objects in shops, like a baker
Yes.
with a load of loaves of bread in that. Would
That's
be
true.
amazing.
Imagine if you had a big enough house, you could just put a load of ice in there and beers for a party.
Yeah, yeah.
Or would it? No,
I don't know, it's wood, so maybe not.
No,
But
maybe not.
I mean, James, that's a good point. And also for greengrocers, somebody putting a big display of vegetables and aubergines and cauliflowers and things. Or if it was a wool shop, lots of remnants of wool and things like that. So I always
And
forget about other...
the boys that sew might need that for their display.
Yes.
With
Did
cushions in
Yes.
Did those boys that sew by the sewing machine?
No.
I thought that had them written all over it.
No,
Well,
they've
that's
got
all
the other multi-chested drawers, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
Let me just...
You want to make me go outside? I want to put my coat
very
on.
quick one. Where's Paddy's Lee, Ginger?
In there somewhere.
Oh, goodness. I'll tell you what, I'll carry him. Easier.
No, you won't be able to carry him. He weighs about 3
There's
stone.
this as well.
Do you want me to carry him?
$22.95. Just a chunky little stool.
Let's not go
sweet.
outside today.
Oh yeah, it's only quickie. Just quickly.
You can't carry him because
I
he's
can't.
too heavy.
No, I'm only going to be outside for 2 seconds. Just want to show people the
That's
bistro
a
stand.
feature of Fiona's personality is
We
that
must.
she's
We must, we
extremely
Bossy.
bossy and doesn't do anything she's asked to
Doesn't
do.
listen to her sister.
No.
No. Just quickly to show this. Look, it's not actually pouring rain yet. So this little bistro set gone for £145. Excellent value for money. I love the fact that it's got some lichen or lichen or lichen or whatever it is growing through on it.
Nice.
Love it. And then just before, because it is ready, we'll just show you these as well. This has come in. This is lovely. $84.95. A candelabra that hangs up. 4 candles to go in it. 4 candles.
4 candles? Can I have 4 candles? I love that sketch.
And I've got these 2 independent chairs. $84.95.
Right, that's enough. Let's go back
And then
in.
one little extra thing here, a chain.
I'm going back in now.
$39.95.
Bye.
Okay, everybody, we're going back in. Oh, and the compass. Quickly, just show the compass.
I love that.
And the compass. And the compass, which is on for
Is that new?
yeah,
Oh, it's
115.
gorgeous.
And these just
Back
get
in.
more and more weathered as the time goes on. So they are
Lovely,
beautiful.
lovely,
Right,
lovely.
because we're going in, and that's it, everybody.
That's lovely.
Oh,
Oh, so horrible out there.
smile.
Last time I was on, I announced that I'd bought the shop and it never quite happened. How was that? I'm going to be cheeky and
Yes.
before we go, I'm going to say happy birthday to my top-notch brother-in-law,
Oh.
Mark Neston. He's worked in here before, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So he's a friend of the shop and he
Well,
watches every Friday. So
does
happy
he?
birthday, Mark.
Hello.
for yesterday.
Happy
Happy
birthday. Am I allowed to
birthday.
say the 2 occasions that Mark had anything to do with us? The very first time I met you and him, he came into our first ever shop,
True.
was looking to buy a dresser, said he'd have it, said he'd phone the next day. He didn't. Then you rang me and said
he wasn't very
my
well.
brother-in-law's had a stroke.
It's true.
And he was in hospital, so of course that sort of all went by the by, and then he recovered, and then
He hasn't really. I was just trying to get a discount. I'm trying to appeal to her better
Worse
nature.
still, he came in here and did a day's work for me, and went home, and he had another miniature stroke.
That's the stress
didn't
of
he?
working
And it was
in
just
here,
like,
isn't it?
oh my God, is this anything to do with me?
Yeah. No, I was going to say something awful about every time I see Fifi, I have a stroke. That sounds so wrong.
This is the last time Simon's going to be allowed on this family show.
She's worse than me.
No.
She's very, very rude to those. You so are. It's not me.
Anyway,
It's a bad influence on me.
I'm sorry everybody, this has turned out to be a complete nutter. One of those weird ones, but anyway, just one thing to quickly say. It's auction week. What's an auction week? Everything's online now, and viewing day is on Monday. And we don't normally open on a Wednesday. We will be open on Wednesday because it's auction week, and there'll be a lot more people in town. So, if you want to come in and have a look on Wednesday, we will be here, and I will try and put a
Nick
little
is
reminder
saying,
on.
after hearing that, I'm handing in my notice.
Yeah, you don't want to stroke, do you, Nick?
Ew.
In fact, if anybody should have had one by now, it should have been Nick.
Ew.
Anyway,
That's why I take the day off to get over the stroke. That's why I'm lying in a darkened room, trying to get over his week with you.
so that's it. So thank you, Simon.
No, I
I'm glad
loved
that
it.
you were able to pop in and do lots of oohing
I
and ahhing
want lots
noises.
of things, and I haven't got the money for them, but yes.
But you like.
Yeah, I'll just take them. It's not for me to give away.
Yes, okay, well, we'll see.
I'll just have it all, really. Any more comments before we go? I don't know, that was Nick.
No, that was
He's
Nick,
handing
yes.
his notice in. He's don't blame him.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes,
Don't
thanks
forget
very
to
much.
go
It's been
to
fun.
the YouTube channel, subscribe,
Well done, Fifi.
comment, ask questions.
Support Fifi.
Tell us what you'd like us to video, and also if you have any questions for her, we can ask her in the next live. Take her,
Oh my God.
take her unguarded.
Take me out of my comfort zone.
Bye, Pammy. Thanks for being here.
Thanks, everybody.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Julie Twos is saying, have a great weekend.
Oh, thanks, Julie. You
You
too.
too.
Take care, everybody.
Pammy's saying,
Oh, thanks, Pammy.
Great
She's
job,
saying,
Simon.
great job, Simon. Thank you. That's going to work for you, Pammy.
Simon's going to get a TV job out of this,
Yes,
I can tell.
that's the only reason I'm here.
Fiona,
If you come for the love of the thing.
Fiona LP is saying some beautiful stock.
Oh,
Well,
thanks,
there is.
Kate.
Thank you so
Yes,
much,
thank you.
everyone.
Also,
Have a great week.
bye.